What's up everybody, I am Jesse, or as you may know me as, Game Over Jesse, and today I have a question for you. This question kind of stems from a comment that I got recently, so if you want your subject talked about in another video sometime in the future, comment below and let me know. But this question that I have for you: do Zelda games need to be delayed? I mean, famously, Zelda Wii U's been delayed. It was supposed to come out last year. Now we're waiting another year. We could have already beaten Zelda Wii U, but it was delayed. And will that actually make it better? Now obviously, more time to work on a game, obviously it's going to be better. But what if their ideals were already perfect? What if they didn't need the time? What if the extra stuff they're adding is stuff that we would look at as filler? Kind of like Twilight Princess HD. We've seen some of the bugs get taken away from the side quest, or the main quest actually. You don't have to capture all the bugs. I think there was 16, now there's 12. Some of the filler was just taken out. Now, what if in Zelda Wii U they delayed it so they could add that filler to make the game seem like it's longer? And I ask this with Majora's Mask in mind. Ocarina of Time was a great success. It won awards, it was rated the best game of all time, not just the best Zelda game of all time. And Majora's Mask was its next sequel. A lot of people think Majora's Mask is better than Ocarina of Time, but Majora's Mask only took a year to release. And the whole point of Majora's Mask was Nintendo rushing to release a Zelda game as quickly as they could, because that was the deal. If Aonuma could make a Zelda game within a year, then he can make Majora's Mask. If not, then they'd have to start working on the next Zelda game for the GameCube. So Miyamoto let him try to make Majora's Mask, and it turned out to be a huge success as well. Only took a year, they reused a bunch of assets, they rushed it, only had 4 dungeons, less than any other Zelda game, but it's a fan favorite. You ask most Zelda fans what their favorite game is, Majora's Mask is going to come up 90% of the time. So, does a Zelda game need to be delayed? Look at Wind Waker. It was delayed, but a lot of the content was still scrapped. You have the Ice and Fire mini dungeon. Those were originally going to be full dungeons. Twilight Princess, that game was delayed. I don't know if anything was cut from it. It has more dungeons than any other Zelda game, but it was delayed. Does that make it better than the rest? Because if you go back to the Wind Waker, as I said, it was delayed, and it still had things missing from it that they weren't able to finish. If they would have added those in, would it have been a better game? I don't know. So what about Zelda Wii U? Did it need to be delayed to be released? Did they need to add more stuff to it? I'm sure if it was to fix stuff, then obviously yes, it needs to be delayed. But that just makes me wonder, like, if a Zelda game is delayed, does it make it better? Because if it's rushed, then, I mean, we get Majora's Mask, and that game is awesome. So when Zelda Wii U comes out, if they end up rushing the next Zelda game, saying, oh, we don't want to wait 5 years to put out another Zelda game, let's do what we did with Majora's Mask, let's reuse the engine from Zelda Wii U, let's take what we know and what we've learned from Zelda Wii U, make a new game out of it. Give that same Link a new adventure in Termina or whatever other land that they want to make. That way it'll be different enough from the original that it won't be too familiar, but there'll still be some familiar stuff there. Some of the characters that we come to find in Zelda Wii U, they'll be in the next Zelda game, but they'll be different. It'll be like Milan and Romani. Different characters, they look the same, but they're different. It's a different story, it's a different world, it's different quests, different bosses, different dungeons, but the same characters. So if they reuse the assets from Zelda Wii U and rush the game out in 1 or 2 years, would that be bad? Would it be better? Would they make another success like Zelda Wii U, or would it turn out to be complete crap? That's what I want to know. What are your thoughts on this? Does the Zelda game need to be delayed to be made good? Can it be rushed, still be good? No one complained about Majora's Mask having 4 dungeons. No one says, oh, Majora's Mask sucks, that Zelda game only has 4 dungeons. Which is what a Zelda game's known for, is the dungeons and puzzles and the quest links goes on. But it only had 4, but people still love it. Twilight Princess has more dungeons than any Zelda game, and people say that game is bleh. Interesting. It still sold more than any other Zelda game. So let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know in the comments below if you watched this far. Thank you if you have. Let me know below, do you think Zelda games need to be delayed? Click over here if you want to hear me talk about an Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask sequel. Click over here if you want to hear me talk about the NX, and click up here for something interesting. It's a I'm waiting. You gotta click one of. I gave you 3 options. You gotta click one of them. No? Alright. I'll wait with you. Still waiting. You have to click one of them. I got a Kevin Smith video. You can click here and watch me talk about that. Or not. It's up to you. Fun fact, I think Zelda Wii U is going to have 10 dungeons. That's just my thought. I think 10 is a good number. You still click one of these videos. Now there's a 4th, you can click me and watch the Kevin Smith video. Talk about him. Up there. Yeah. Alright, you win. I'm ending the video. Click one of them.